Okay, with our Pulsar LT module installed under the hood, we can now move into the cab of the vehicle and set up our Pulsar LT features. We're going to do this using our factory cruise control buttons, and it will all display through our factory dash. To do this, we first need to power up the vehicle without starting the engine. So in a push button vehicle, press and hold your start button for about 5 seconds. In a keyed vehicle, you just need to turn the ignition to the run position without starting the engine. You can see we've powered up our dash. We're going to close out these menus here. Now we're in our powered on setup, but we need to get into our feature setup of the device. So to do so, we're going to press and hold our cruise cancel button for about 5 seconds, and you will see the speedometer will sweep from 0 up to 140, and then it will sweep back down into one of the settings so that we can see that we're actually in our setup. So you see the speedometer is reading 10 miles an hour. According to our quick reference guard, you can see that 10 miles an hour is our speed limiter. So if we want to go in and adjust that top speed limiter, we first want to press our cruise cancel button. You'll see the speedometer sweep to 140, and then the needle will stop at where that current speed is set. On the factory vehicles, it's 98 miles an hour in this application. So now using our resume plus and our resume minus buttons, we can change that mile an hour to what our top speed limiter is going to be. So here we're at 110 miles an hour. We can go all the way up to a 117 in this application. So we're going to set it there. Now to save that feature, we're going to push the cruise cancel button once again. You'll see that needle will sweep. That lets us know that we have just changed that feature. Now we want to go in and change any of the other features. We're going to press and hold our cruise cancel button. See the speedometer sweeps again. And you can go through and change all of the other features in the same way. So our 20 mile an hour setting, which is our TPMS sensors, we can go in and change that TPMS where that threshold is for the warning light. And then we move up to setting 3. This is our tire size. Now this is a lifted truck. We've been running a set of 35-inch tires on this truck. So we want to go in and change this so that our factory speedometer will read correctly for the larger than factory tire. So to do that, we're going to go in and press our cruise cancel button again. This will enter our tire size adjustment. Now it's going to ask us for our factory tire size first, which is coming up right now. It's reading 31 miles an hour. The other thing I would mention, if we change this screen using these buttons here, we go into our factory speedometer. If we have our speedometer read out here in the middle, it will give us that exact number, so we're not trying to judge off our gauge. So you can see you can change your tire size. There's the factory 32-inch. You can obviously go down to 31, 29. So this one is the factory 275 65/20s, which is a 32. We're going to press our cruise cancel button. Now it's going to ask us for the half-inch. So this is a 32.5-inch tire. So we're going to go to 5 miles an hour and press our cruise cancel again. That's programmed our stock tire size into the vehicle. Now it's going to ask us to enter in our modified tire size. Now this is a 35-inch tire. The one thing we will mention is that you need to actually measure the height of that tire with a tape measure. Don't go off what's printed on the side of the tire, because rarely will that tire actually be 35 inches tall once it's mounted and balanced and on the truck. So our 35-inch tire, which is a 35 12 50 20 right now, is actually about a 33.75 tire once it's mounted on the truck. So we're going to change this speedo to read it out at 33. We're going to press our cruise cancel. Now we're going to go in and put our half-inch increments. It's a 0.75, so we're going to set this one at 7 for the 0.7. You can obviously do the 0.8 as well. We're going to set it at 0.7, press our cruise cancel button. You'll see the speedometer goes back to 0, letting us know that we've programmed our tire size. So now our factory speedometer should read correctly for our larger tire. Now to go back in and move our next settings, we can do our axle ratio, clear the DTCs, our manual regen, and you can do a trans relearn. It's the same way. You got to go into that main menu by pressing and holding your cancel button, and then using the up and down arrow to go through and select which setting you want, and then you can go in and program it. The other thing I will mention is that this does have that factory built-in throttle pedal sensitivity that's controlled through these cruise control buttons. So anytime you're driving the truck and your cruise control is disabled, you would then use this plus or minus button to change your throttle sensitivity on the dash, and it will read out what program you're in on the dash as you're driving. So if you switch it up, it's going to tell you, hey, now you're in level 2. We can switch up to level 3, level 4, and then all the way up to level 5, which is the most sensitive pedal feel. I have found personally that the level 2, level 3 seems to be best for daily driving, but level 4 and level 5 definitely give it a kick, make it a lot more fun to daily drive, but it can be a little too aggressive, especially if you're in, a rainy or wet weather conditions. And this can be controlled at any time. You can turn it up and down anytime you're driving, as long as your cruise control is disabled. We will note that your cruise control will still function as factory. You can turn your cruise control on, and that plus and minus button will still change your set cruise control mile an hour, just like it would factory. But anytime you have your cruise control turned off, those buttons will be used to control your throttle sensitivity up and down. If you want any more instruction on how to do this, you can reference your instruction manual that's included with the device. There'll also be some other videos listed on the Edge Products website or on the Edge Products YouTube page. So if you need to learn more about the product, check it out there. You can also stop in your local Edge Products dealer. They'd be happy to help you out. I would also mention that the Pulsar LT can be run in conjunction in a vehicle with our Edge Insight monitor. The two devices do not work together, so all of the Pulsar LT features will be controlled through your steering wheel and the factory dash, and they don't coordinate in with the Insight, but the Insight will still work as a standalone monitor so that you can do all of the features that the Insight offers by itself. And that will be offered in a package deal as well, where you can get the Pulsar LT with the monitor and the vehicle specific pillar mount all in one kit. That will save you a little bit of money versus buying them individually. If you want to learn more about that, again, you can visit edgeproducts.com. That's it for this video. Appreciate you taking the time and your interest in our product lines. Please make sure to follow us on social media and reach out with any questions, and give us a shout out or some reviews. Make sure you tag us in any videos related to our products. We look forward to seeing you in the future.